I suspect most people haven't heard of Valles Caldera National Preserve in New Mexico. That would include me. And most people probably don't know that there was a fair amount of volcanic activity here once. But all you have to do is poke around and you're bound to find some lava weirdness. Okay, see this? This park is only open for 8 hours, while the total daylight today is more than 12 hours. And if you find yourself on the other side of this gate after 5 o'clock, you're spending the night inside. Now tell me, is that any way to run a national park?
And so, I wait for 9 o'clock, knowing there's a trail out there I want to be on. As the morning wastes away, I do credit this park employee for his punctuality. While watching the time a little more closely than usual, I start from this large parking area and step over the cable gate, which is near the Valle Grande Contact Station. Directions to the trailhead are in the description. I'm now on road VCO2, and the easygoing path heads southwest alongside the meadow that was once a volcano. There are elk in the area, and fresh signs that they're passing through are everywhere. The nearly level road lasts 1.5 miles before it hits a junction, and I turn left, sticking to VCO2. As I start to climb, I pass this warning of sorts. Elk hunting is allowed September through November, and turkey hunting from April to December. Something to keep in mind. The road itself starts to degrade a bit, but is still easy to follow.
2 miles.
After a half mile of ascent, I hit a saddle. The way now goes downhill through an aspen grove, where I see my first evidence of an ancient lava flow.
See this big old hunkin' rock? It's pumice. And it started as flowing lava with lots of water and gas in it. Now all those gas bubbles mean that when it cooled and solidified, the rock became so light it could float on water. Well, maybe not this one. Now volcanologists study the size and distribution of those gas bubbles left behind, known as vesicles, to infer an eruption's flow dynamics in history. Now, pumice, when it's ground up, is very abrasive, and it's used in all sorts of polishes and cleansers. And lastly, ancient Chinese medicine added it to tea, along with fossilized bones, to calm the spirit.
When the road reaches the bottom of the hill, it becomes slightly obscured in grass, but I don't have too much trouble following it. Pumice here is not a rare thing to see. There are occasional spots where the trail gets lost in flash flood washouts, but again, not a big deal.
After about 3 miles, we come to a minor decision. The road splits right and left, and you can tell that you're at that junction by the sign, fortunately. So, the one to the left goes almost immediately to El Cahete Meadow, and the other one goes around the backside of the meadow, and this is actually, we're going to loop around and come back this way. So we're going to the left. Totally arbitrary on my part.
The road from here starts climbing again, and I come across another example of lava flows.
This shiny chunk of rock is called Obsidian. Now be careful if you choose to pick it up. It can be sharp as glass. No, wait a minute. It is glass, straight from a volcanic eruption that cooled rapidly with little crystal growth. Now, because it fractures so sharply, it has been the material of choice for arrowheads and cutting tools for thousands and thousands of years. And lastly, this is considered some of the finest obsidian in the world. But just don't take any. It's highly illegal.
The road continues through a pleasant ponderosa pine forest and eventually reaches my first view of El Cahete Meadow. So long as I keep track of the time, I can take a snack break here and breathe in the atmosphere, which is decidedly people-less. Finally, I veer right on the road marked VC07 and skirt along the meadow. There is a road about halfway around the meadow that heads more or less to the left after I temporarily leave the meadow. Don't take it. Instead, watch for an obscure junction with the VC02 road sign, which is placed almost impossible to see to the right. The road swings back to the meadow.
Okay, made it back to the loop junction. Good deal. I have about 3 miles to go. You know, it bothers me in a way that I need to worry about what time I have to get out of here so that I don't miss the gate closing, because it just hung over my head this entire hike. And I would have preferred to be a little bit more happy-go-lucky on this trail, but I wasn't able to.
From here, the return trip to the trailhead is retracing my footsteps back and over the saddle, and then into the no-hunting safe zone. I hit the parking lot right around 4 o'clock. Plenty of time to exit.
That was a good hike.